There was some items that I wanted that were on top of that were in the utility room on top of the washer and the dryer. Um, I know it's kind of a no man's land. Uh, if you're in a wheelchair or if you're a male, you usually aren't allowed in. The female doesn't usually allow you too much to go into the utility room and work on the washer and dryer unless it's to repair it or something like that. But I there was a couple items that I needed that were too hard for me to reach, and I had to transfer on top of the washer or the dryer, and so that's what I did. Um, it's kind of difficult to transfer onto the washer or the dryer without the use of your legs. You have to use. Uh, I have a low injury. My injury is L1, the L1 vertebrae, so it's pretty darn low. So I can control a little bit of my hips and move around a little bit with my hips. I can't control my thighs or anything like that, but I can control my hips a little bit. So what I did was I put my left hand onto my wheelchair frame, and then I put my right hand onto the dryer, the lid of the dryer or the top of the dryer, and I was able to transfer onto the dryer. No, or didn't have too difficult of a time. See, so here's what I do. I scoot forward in my wheelchair, and then you gotta make sure, it's kind of difficult, but you gotta make sure to get your legs out from your wheelchair frame, put them on the floor, put your feet on the floor. It's probably a really good idea to lock your brakes. I didn't have any brakes, so that's what that's why I couldn't do this. But the thing about it is, one of the most difficult parts about it is that, if you're wearing pants or you're wearing shorts, which you should, um, then the cloth, the clothes of the pants tend to slide on the washer or the dryer, the top, and so you got really, you really, really, really got to pay attention and be careful, because otherwise you will slide off of the washer or the dryer, and then you will fall hard, really hard onto the ground. Probably you might break something or something like that. I don't know. But you need to be extremely careful whenever you're sitting on the washer or the dryer, because they are a smooth surface, and whenever your pants will grab will just slide so easily on the washer or the dryer top. And so what I do to get down, I don't have too difficult of a time, but it's a lot easier to get down than it is to get up, and it's a lot easier to go downhill than it is to go uphill in a wheelchair. You all know that probably. But anyway, so one of the things I do is I pull my legs out, put them on the floor, and I get my left hand, and then I use that a little bit to push me on top of the washer uh, top, and then I use my left hand to kind of hold my wheelchair still. See, that one I didn't like it because my pants were sliding on the washer, and they were sliding so much that I didn't know where my bottom was, and I didn't know if it was going to slide off or not. You see how if you can see, I'm really, really on the edge here with my legs. Um, So you just got to be really careful and really slow if you want to transfer on top of, to go on top of the washer or the dryer. Um, and once I'm on there, then I scoot way back on the washer or the dryer, because then I have more surface area on top of the washer or the dryer. And I'm grabbing my wife likes the fabric softeners, or the fabric softener, and then whenever she's done, then she saves the container for me. Um, and I use that in the restroom a little bit. It helps me out. Keep things contained, and then keep them sealed up so it doesn't smell. But anyway, I transfer pretty slowly. I try and do all the transfers up and down really, really slowly, especially whenever